Are you putting money in a 401k? Are you putting money in a position with your employer that's a 401k? If you are, there may be some myths, some misconceptions, and actually downright lies that you've been told about your 401k. We're going to go over 4 or 5 of these things today to help you see maybe some things that you haven't seen or that you may not be aware of. In your 401k, obviously there are investments. There are places that you can invest money. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, electronic transferred funds, different places that you can put your money. And they describe this as these funds as having different levels of risk. That is not true. These funds are all at 100% risk. There's small cap, there's mid cap, there's large cap, there's foreign investments, there's international investments. There's all types of labels that go on these places that you put your money in with these 401ks. The bottom line is they are all at 100% risk. There are no investments that some are not as risky as others. They're all based on international markets and domestic markets and Wall Street. So just to be clear, there are not various degrees of risk. Everything is at 100% risk where you're putting your money in a 401k. Number 2, contributions save you taxes. There's a misconception there that says that if you put money into a 401k prior to having taxes taken out of your check, then you actually save on your taxes that year, or that you save taxes by putting that money in the 401k on that amount. That is not true. It is only a postponement of those taxes. At some point in time, when you actually take possession of that money, whether it has gone down, whether it has grown, whether you have gotten an employer match, what have you, that money does not save you taxes. That money is going to have taxes paid on it. It's just a matter of when. Okay? So saying that it saves you taxes, you have lots of advisors, lots of employers, lots of human resources people say, put this money in here because it saves you taxes. It does not. It postpones your taxes to a later date when these taxes could be out the roof, or maybe 2 or 3 times what they would have been if you'd have went ahead and paid taxes on it this year and not actually put it in the 401k. You're saving money in a 401k. I hear this from all types of planners, all types of advisors, human resources people again. You are not saving money in a 401k. You are speculating in a 401k. It is 100% risk. It is an investment. And if you will go and look up the definition of investment or speculation and then compare that to the definition of savings, savings is a place where money is guaranteed, money is protected, money is not at risk of loss. Speculation and investment is a place where that money can be lost, where it can be used by other people and then taken into a position to where you never ever get it back again. So to say that you're saving money in a 401k, you are absolutely not saving money in a 401k. You are speculating when you put your money in a 401k. There's some great wordsmithing going on here to help you to feel better or help you to feel more comfortable about what you're doing by putting money in a 401k. The 4th thing is your employer match is free money. I promise you, the employer match is not free money. The employer match is money the employer is giving you for working for him. You get up every day, you go to work, you give up your life, you give up your time, you give up your energy, you give up the opportunity to do things with your family and go to work and commit your life to this employer and to this business. He is putting this money in this account as part of your pay to entice you, to keep you connected to him, a golden handcuffs, so to speak. So when you are hearing people talking about, or you may even said it yourself, that the employer match is free money, believe me, you're working for that money. You should know you're working for that money. You're actually doing it. So when you think and have in your mind that it's free money, remember, you're putting out the sweat. You're doing the work. You're doing the travel as far as whatever your job entails. Okay? Borrowing from a 401k is a good option. I promise you, borrowing from a 401k is one of the worst things you can do financially, because what you do is you create a situation of double taxation. We have a video specifically on borrowing from your 401k. It is the last thing you want to do with a 401k because it creates double taxation. It's bad enough that you have to be taxed one time with this money, but to be taxed twice because you borrow from a 401k just because somebody gave you bad advice is the most wrong thing you can do with a 401k. Going back, reviewing, looking at all these things, you need education. There should be 401k education out there before you put this money in, because a lot of times when you do these things, there's no reversing it. Once it's done, and you can't do anything about it. It is finished. So educate yourself. Come to our website, give us a call. We love to talk to you about it, give you more specifics on why these things are being turned in a way to make you feel more enticed by it. And at the same time, you need to be aware that some of these things have hooks in them that you need to make sure you know about. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you back in another video. Thanks.